The Department of Housing Stability laid out their plans for the year, and committee members heard an update on the Community Health Improvement Plan. Here's what happened this week on The Gavel, your weekly Denver City Council wrap-up. The Department of Housing Stability, or HOST, outlined what they want to see happen this year. On Monday, members of the Budget Committee heard a briefing on the agency's plan to keep people in housing. HOST wants to deliver about 2,100 income-restricted housing units and would directly fund about 1,400 of those to get people to housing quickly. To help with stability, HOST wants to lower eviction cases that result in removal from housing from 56% to 50%. They also want to connect more people to rental and utilities assistance. And officials want to provide housing for 2,000 people experiencing homelessness by the end of the year.
Another one of our goals is to serve at least 3,500 households experiencing homelessness through our housing programs. That's either a rapid resolution, which is one-time assistance, rapid rehousing, which is a 12-month rent subsidy, permanent supportive housing, and housing choice vouchers.
Denver is trying to be healthier. On Wednesday, the Safety Committee heard a briefing from the Department of Public Health on the Community Health Improvement Plan. Every 5 years, the agency uses a series of data points and community surveys to find out which non-medical factors are impacting a person's health. They found 10 key predictors of health, including access to health care, food insecurity, income, and school dropout rates. From there, the Department of Public Health, along with city leaders, can focus on these issues and discover solutions to improve the lives of community members.
Here is a portrait of what this city is saying it needs. And we need to put the funding behind making real change in this real. And the areas that we as a city and our funding and networking streams can help transform.
The South Platte River Valley is continuing its makeover. On Wednesday, the South Platte River Committee heard a briefing from Parks and Recreation on new projects in the corridor. It is looking at 20 projects spanning from the Globeville neighborhood down to Ruby Hill Park. The department wants to connect the South Platte River Trail throughout the length of the city with wide paved paths for walking, rolling, and biking. New playgrounds and open space parks are in the plan, including finishing up the Heron Pond Open Space Project and a revamp of the Ruby Hill Playground. Keep an eye out on denvergov.org/parks and rec for all the updates. City Council and committees will not meet on Monday, March 31st, due to the Cesar Chavez Day holiday. Council will meet on Tuesday, April 1st at 3:30 in Council chambers. You can find links to City Council meetings, schedules, agendas, events, and news at denvergov.org/citycouncil. Denver City Council meets every Monday at 3:30 at the City and County Building Council chambers, or tune in live on Denver 8 or Zoom. Be sure to follow us on X, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram for Denver news, events, and info.